The first thing you're going to see when you open the Samsara driver app is your login screen. It's going to ask you for the fleet ID, username, and password. Now your fleet ID will always be WSSINC. That will never change. And then once you put it in, it should be in there permanently. Your user ID will most likely be your first initial, period, and then last name. That isn't true for everybody, but the logs department will be able to tell you that for sure. And the password will most likely be the last 4 of your social. When you're signing in, it's going to take you to a screen that says select your truck. You need to make sure that you are selecting the correct truck number, the one that you are currently in. If it is incorrect, your logs will not be correct throughout the day. You're going to confirm that truck number, and then it's going to check for any unassigned driving time and uncertified days. Once it's done with that, it's going to take you to your screen that's prompting you to go on duty. On the bottom of this screen, you're going to see a gray box that tells you how much time you have left in your shift and cycle and how much time until they reset. Now, if you are ready to start your day and you have your full shift and it says resets in 0 hours, 0 minutes, then you're going to go on duty at the blue button on the bottom. If you're not ready to start your day and you just need to go into the app to see other information, you can click the X on the top left or skip on the top right. This is going to take us to our main screen where you can see all of our tabs. Now for the most part, we will just be using the blue hours of service tab, so you can go ahead and click on that. Once you're in here, you're going to see all of your clocks, your break, your drive, total shift, and total cycle left. Now if you ever log in and see that all of your clocks are reading 0, much like mine are, it was most likely one of 2 things. Either you didn't log off properly the night before and your clocks got left on duty, or you didn't check your reset times first and you came back too soon. Either way, just make sure you give the logs department a call so we can get you all fixed up before you begin your shift there. If you scroll down past the logs a little bit, you're going to see 2 buttons, one for logs and one for roadside. We're going to start with the logs button, so you can just go ahead and click that. This is where you're going to come to enter your chassis and container information, and you're going to do that in the form section. So the first one we're going to click on is actually going to be the trailer button, and this is where you're going to enter any of your chassis information. You're just going to type in your chassis numbers, and then you're going to click the blue Save button. For now, I'm just typing the word chassis for demonstration purposes. Once you have that in, you'll just click Save. And then if it's the first time, it's going to ask you to certify and submit it, and then you should be all set to go. Now, if you have more than one chassis for the day, all you have to do is click that trailer button again, and you're just going to put a period after your first one, and then enter your second chassis number. And that's how you're going to enter multiple for one day. And then for the next day, you'll just clear them out. It's pretty much the same process for containers. You're going to go to shipping IDs, which is right below the trailer button. And for now, I'm just going to type the word container. And then we're going to be all set to go there. And we're going to agree, save, and recertify with our new container information. And then same thing, if we have multiple, just put a period and type in the new container number after it. If you scroll down from the form section, you're going to find the exemptions section. Now this is where you're going to come to enable any 16-hour exemptions, adverse conditions, things like that. Now you can see mine are all listed, yours will not be. You do need to call the logs department, make sure that you qualify for them, and then we will enable them as needed from there. Now, once we're done in this section, we can just hit the back arrow in the top left-hand corner. And then from there, it's going to take us back to our main screen. The next tab we're going to look at is the roadside tab. Now, this is where you're going to come during any roadside inspections. It's going to ask you to create a temporary PIN number. I always suggest the same as your login PIN so you don't forget it. And then lock and continue. Now, this is going to show you anything that you would need to be able to show them during a roadside inspection. If they want you to transfer your logs to them, you're going to click transfer on the top right-hand corner and select the proper section. If they need any in-cab materials, you're just going to click the ELD in-cab materials there, and it's going to take you to your driver manual and then the transfer instruction sheet, and you can just select English. And go ahead and click back to enter your PIN number again. This is just a security function, so they can't accidentally unlock it. Go ahead and click the back arrow in the top left-hand corner to return to the main screen. To switch your duty status, all you have to do is click the bar under your name that has your duty status selected, and it's going to take you to a list of the duty statuses. You're going to see your off, sleeper berth, on-duty, drive, personal conveyance, and yard move. Anytime you're going to be changing your duty status, you do have the option to enter a remark. You're going to see that listed below there. You can just enter a remark that reflects what you're doing at the time. For now, just go ahead and click the blue back arrow in the top left-hand corner of the screen, and it's going to take you back to your main screen once again. Beside your name on the top, you're going to see 4 icons. We will only be using, for the most part, the middle 2, the arrow and the envelope. Now, the envelope is where you're going to go to find any messages that your dispatch or logs may have sent you. You can also send us a message. The arrow is going to be part of your 2-step logout process. You'll make sure you're off duty, and then you'll click the arrow in the box, and it's going to sign you out. Now, once it has signed you out, it will drop you back on your login page. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please call the logs department. Thank you.